One.
Oh, hey! Oh, this is live.
Oh,
Oh, wait, shit. The camera. Oh my god, that's our special guest!
special
back
guest.
there.
We got
Shit.
special guest,
How
y'all.
was
We
this?
did something a little different today. We had to switch it up. We wanted to get some, little support in this conversation that we're having. So, but first,
Sorry, I'm putting my body on.
our lovely host Antoinette right now is getting things a little put together right now.
Because Brandon was late and I couldn't do nothing without
No,
him.
she could have done some of this without me. I mean, as we look around.
Shut up. I wanted my Christmas tree to be in it.
Oh,
this is about to go live real fast.
No, but go ahead and introduce everybody. Hello, welcome.
Can you get my music off and then I'll do it?
Ah, the music, girl. There it goes.
It's Christina. Me and Antonio are watching together. Oh, yay! Okay, move this over a little. Okay. Let me just get this last live up. Trust the computer, okay? Not charging. What the fuck?
Let's get started because there's people watching, waiting.
Hey guys! It's me, your girl Antoinette, that bitch on my couch. I'm here with Brandon. It is Brandon time.
What's going on, y'all?
Live! Okay. What are we talking about today? It's Monday, and on Mondays we go live.
We go live, guys. We go live. Well, first, how's everybody's Thanksgiving? Did we all enjoy our lovely time spent with our family or the lovely food? Did you have anything that was specifically your favorite over Thanksgiving? Did you eat anything that
food?
Yeah.
My mom made lasagna. I love my mom's lasagna, and it was very nostalgic. I was like,
Hit that spot.
It hit me both the spots.
Oh, but that's what I think Thanksgiving food always does. That it always hits both the spots. It just runs, but it's always delicious. I like to say. I had a lot of really good food. At my mom's house, there's a ton of just a bunch of good food. I really like the roast duck.
Duck.
My little sister made a duck. The pork shoulder was lit. My cousin also bought lasagna. Shout out to you, Teresa, for the lasagna.
I better than my mom lasagna. Just kidding, that's Teresa.
And the macaroni and cheese is always rocking. And at Davian's godmother's house, the mac and cheese was rocking.
Yeah, I was all over the place.
Yeah. You gotta see the families and all the travel and all the nonsense. But the mac and cheese, and it had a sweet potato souffle. That was rocking.
Ooh, souffle.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
It was the Boston Market recipe. It was out of this world, yo. I've been into this.
Actually,
oh my god.
Fuck your Thanksgiving.
Oh wow, rough. Is that hate?
It was hate.
Okay. I didn't even talk about the pies and the cakes and the banana puddings.
The banana puddings.
The banana puddings. It was all very, very good.
Okay, my Thanksgiving was sweet. It was for family. I mean, I wasn't we weren't Bobby Flay and Tom Chefin over there, but it was good. It's always good to go back home.
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's always good to go back home. You're a little out of this one. Okay, let me get you back in here. Okay, so fuck Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Thanksgiving's over.
Okay. Done.
Let's talk about Black Friday.
Oh, Black Friday. Did you do any Black Friday shopping?
Yes, I attempted to. Hey, boo.
I tried to do Black Friday shopping. I went out. I was I'm trying to get this PlayStation 4. Trying to get PlayStation 4.
There was empanadas at my Thanksgiving.
You got empanadas?
I did have some. I got some of the Spanish in my family somewhere.
So I was I'm frying them empanadas.
Married into the Spanish. I don't know, but we had empanadas there. I didn't have one.
You didn't have? They were gone. Something ate them away from you.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's life.
Yeah,
That's life. That's life.
But Black Friday, I bought cell phones.
Oh, nice.
But I just want to talk about the melee, the craziness that is Black Friday. Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4 people were shot on Black Friday. But the biggest, most serious one, let's get that one out of the way, was a man. I need you because my reading is not that good. Look at that. Amantic Fitzgerald Bradford Jr., 21 years old, was fatally shot and killed by the police because he was believed to be the gunman at the mall over in Hoover, Alabama. Very, very sad.
Second time that this has happened, by the way.
Very, very sad. But also over here where we are, Jersey, a Jersey man was shot in the wrist at the Mills at Jersey Gardens Mall, for all you people from Jersey. And one person was shot in the hand during a fight between two people outside the Bonita Lakes Mall in Meriden, Mississippi. There was a man who was first of all, the man who was shooting in Hoover is still at large, and the man in New Jersey has also still not been found. But there were two people that were arrested for shootings on Black Friday. I think that Black Friday is a little bit out of hand.
I mean, I'm going out on Black Friday multiple times, and every time I go out on Black Friday,
well, maybe I'm begging deals.
Niggas was shot, and I'm worried about sales. Yo, but like, people was trying to get those deals. I tried to get a PlayStation. Every time I go out on a Black Friday, I always end up spending like full cost for an electronic. I never get the deal. I never get what I want, so it's not even worth it for me.
Oh my god!
Like,
and that was something that I wanted to talk about regarding Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It's never as good as like the perception of Black Friday, unless you're like looking for big tickets like Dyson vacuums, TVs, computers. If you're in the market just for fucking basic shit like a shirt and pants, an outfit for New Year's, like there's no fucking deals. Like,
and I think you have to have the patience to dig through all of it and deal with the insanity.
The best deals are on clearance, right? So 70 to 50% is always across the board on clearance, which is popping, super popping. But that shit is like last fucking season. But summer and fall.
Wait,
shit.
I would say like Macy's.
Like dead ass
Macy's has really good sales, but also
not really.
What's the one that Michelle Obama got really notified for? Like a lot of notice for wearing because it was like very American. It's some average American brand, and it was 50% all across the store. And I was never gonna buy it. But
I like 70.
70?
Like, if you're talking Black Friday.
But Macy's has those sales. I just don't have the patience for it. I don't want to do it.
Macy's doesn't have it.
No, they had it this year. I saw it.
The best deals, like I said, are always on clearance.
But I agree with that.
Mondays that were all 30 fucking percent, 30%, 30%. I'm like this. What the fuck am I gonna do with a 30%? Like I need more.
Oh, you mean Cyber Monday deals?
Also Black Friday.
See,
Cyber Monday and Black Friday both are a bunch of bullshit.
I disagree. If you want to go find like, because I've done it on multiple. I just don't. It's not what I want to do. I would rather spend a couple extra dollars on clothes and have my peace of mind than deal with 50 million people around me in my face, like trying to get a deal. It's just not my preference. It's just not what I'd rather deal with. It's not worth it.
But I like back to what Susie's saying. Like, I'm just worried about a deal and people are actually getting shot. Like,
I mean, but like, I guess it's that serious over system.
That's a lot.
But I mean, like,
that's aggressive.
I can't. I'm not gonna defend nobody shooting anybody over anything.
No, you're not. No, the fuck you ain't. Not up on here.
No.
Not on Mondays night.
No, I get you want to get Timmy his little PlayStation, but we gotta stop shooting people, y'all. Do better.
Yeah, most of the things do clearance for the following year. But she even knows, like, the best deals are on the clearance.
I got this sweater.
But that comes to
I got this sweater for like $3 on clearance.
You gotta
at H&M.
Just throwing that out there. You gotta get your sifting game on in the middle of a fucking melee.
Oh, I'm not. That's why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it. It's not worth it.
I bought cell phones online, over the phone actually, over the phone.
Over the phone. Like online over the phone, not over the telephone. Like
over the phone.
Like. Hello, how you doing? What's up, girl? I'm trying to place this order for this phone.
Can I get this order for this phone?
Who did you call? T-Mobile? Like what?
T-Mobile, yeah.
They was like, just call us and we'll set it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
That's that VIP access.
So you called the number?
Yes.
The VIP access, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Sidebar, it's like, it's a thing to my jobs.
Okay, then that's real. Okay.
So that shit is VIP.
Okay, so it's VIP. Don't be fake.
No, but I don't really like bougie and shit.
No, be bougie. You earn that. That's what you got the job to say. Wait, can I just say this real quick?
What's up?
So I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram or if you saw what she posted about Dwight Howard. No. I'm just saying. Listen, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow, y'all.
Okay, yes. We're having a special live tomorrow. Where we don't usually like to go live on Tuesdays, but Dwight Howard has brought us out. And
speaking of coming out, okay.
I'm coming out.
Dwight Howard has brought us out.
We're out. And we're going to be talking about Dwight Howard and any other people we feel like we want to mention as it pertains to being caught or outed for, activities that they didn't want to be out. Sexual activities is what we're talking about.
But we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Hey, yes, tomorrow. Okay.
So, Susie, come on. The transphobic shit in the situation is blowing me. Yes. Audrey, yes.
Susie,
Yes.
Susie,
Yes.
Susie,
Yes. Yes.
come
Yes.
back.
But we gotta talk about that tomorrow. We gotta talk about that tomorrow. Because tonight we're talking about some teachers.
Yeah. So, can I get like some? Sure, we didn't even know people got shot. People got shot.
Okay, yes,
girl.
multiple people got
People
shot.
got shot. Okay. One like was arrested on gang violence, but yes, I don't. But let's talk. Fuck Black Friday, fuck Thanksgiving. Let's talk about what we came to talk about today.
Yes,
Our biggest topic of the night. If you guys haven't, let's give you an update. We posted a video this morning, Teachers vs. Students, where we talk about specifically 3 incidents that happened between teachers and students, basically that were all violent. And 2, I'm so excited about this. We actually have like a real live teacher here with us today. So, wait, shit, do you remember the questions up?
Fine. Wait. Let us correct that, right? She is not a real life teacher. She is a graduate student. No, because she's shaking her head. She's shaking her head, right? She is a graduate student, right? Who has been an assistant teacher and who is currently student teaching. Okay, she happens to be my upstairs neighbor and my friend and our friend. So it's just a very close person that we could bring to the couch, right?
Or a real life
perspective.
Yeah.
Something a little deeper than us just, feeling how we feel.
Because we be feeling lots of ways.
We be feeling things and telling y'all.
Lots of ways and telling lots of stuff.
So should we bring it out?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, I don't like the way your camera.
My camera is like. That's good. I think let's move it over like that. That's good. All right. This is our friend Monica. So many screens, right?
I got Brandon out of it.
It's okay. I know how to.
Say hi to all the screens.
All the screens.
Brandon,
all the screens.
Oh,
this is Josh, girl.
Get it in.
It's too small.
His phone is.
Just do that side. Do it sideways. Put it back. Put it up there and back.
Oh,
let's
put my Christmas tree in for 1 second.
The Christmas tree. We can get the Christmas tree. I already got the Christmas tree on the Facebook. Oh, hey, Malika. How you doing, girl?
Malika's here. Okay. So let's start with Monica, the teacher. Wait, should I flip mines? Ow.
I got it.
Yeah, we work together. We a team.
I'm doing this on camera.
Okay, so bam. Let's dive right in.
All right, so hopefully you guys watch the videos, right?
Yeah.
So, do we want to start with
If you guys watch the video, chime in wherever you fit in and just say however you feel. It was very important that you did watch because we're going to be referencing 3 specific video clips that we used as well as getting Monica's point of view on some questions that we have, as well as her being an actual teacher in the school systems and just finding out what she feels about these things, right? So, first things first, there was a video. We don't know anything about this woman besides the fact that she was a substitute teacher. There was no article found whatsoever about her as it pertains to the
Oh yes, Angela, yes.
There's no information about her name, where this was located, anything whatsoever. She was caught on student video film calling a student a bitch. So basically the teacher found her seemingly cheating is what I'm going to say, because if you got your phone out during the test, the teacher is always going to assume that you're cheating. So, and then the teacher, I guess at some point, it's not captured on video, the student actually calling the teacher a bitch, but you hear this teacher talking about, you're not going to call me a bitch and think that you're not going to get called a bitch back. You should have been, I saw you last period, you weren't studying, you should have been studying then, now you're trying to be in here cheating and calling me a bitch. What?
You think you can call me a bitch? She was yelling.
Yeah.
I was really yelling back.
I feel like so how do you feel in that situation? Like in that moment, because we watched the video together earlier.
Well, I want to say one thing. Do you have experience working in the school with like junior high school or high school kids?
With 8th graders.
With 8th graders. Okay, good.
I was with them twice a week for a whole semester. So
okay, nice.
And the first day of school, a kid told me to go fuck myself.
Oh, nice.
My very first experience in middle school. And then, that's just like of shock. Initially, you come in with all these expectations, thinking that kids
First of all, you're excited.
love you. Yeah, and you're very excited. And then you realize that these kids come from wherever they come from, and they don't really care why you're here, but they snap.
Wow,
Kids bring to the table a lot of what they carry at home.
Wow.
And that's what you can see the first day. They don't care who you are. You know, they care about what they're doing with.
Yes. So do you feel like why did the student tell you to go fuck yourself?
Oh, I was asking him to do work, and he was just like not listening to me, and I was like, listen, like if you don't want to do it, like that's on you, but for right now you at least have to like have the book open. Even if you don't want to read it, have it go fuck yourself. I was just like, it was my first day, I froze. I was like, you know, like
because you wanted to be like, you little motherfucker.
But I wanted to go off the way that she did.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly.
Okay,
but
okay.
you know, like you're taught in school not to be like that. I didn't want to be a teacher to yell at kids, you know, and I see that a lot in students now when all they do is get yelled at all the time in school, and it's really sad.
Wow. What did you want to ask?
I was gonna say, do you think that there's like a limit to what a teacher should have to take when dealing with students and how they approach them? Like, you know,
a limit in what?
Or just your reaction? Should it be like, I'm gonna send you to the office, or if, like in that moment, maybe she said bitch multiple times, but
actually that's something that you said in the video. You said like a lot of teachers nowadays just say like if there's ever a problem in school, you just say, oh, just go to the principal's office.
Because it's the highest form of authority in the school.
Correct.
You know.
But I liked what you said because in that moment, even though she was a substitute teacher, she didn't choose to do that. She chose instead to take a stance and establish her authority in that classroom and say, no, you will not call me a bitch.
And think you're not going to get called a bitch back.
How easy could she have just said exactly what you said? Go to the principal's office. This is not my problem. But she cared enough to be there to try to teach this girl a lesson. Isn't that what you were saying?
Yeah, well, I think the problem is that there's too much leniency as it pertains to students, and like you said, the problems that they carry from home, no real care, like as it pertains to like guidance counselors and stuff like that, school therapists. There's just kind of like, oh, okay, go back to class, like you know Samantha's dealing with the divorce, you know, like how about we handle this, call a spade, like deal with it how we got to deal with it, like instead of like coddling them to do further behaviors that are negative and lashing out. But I was in total support of the bitch thing. My main thing was that you need to feel the feeling, the wrath behind you being called a bitch now.
In front of a group of people, in front of this class, you're telling a joke. Yeah.
It's okay to say those things to people in that position of authority.
Because I've been in a classroom plenty of times where someone does something that people think is funny, and then someone else now then tries it.
Of course, to top it, if not.
My write-up slips be ready.
Susie, what grade do you teach? Absolutely, listen. I couldn't be a teacher because they'd be going through it.
I think she could have established her authority without calling the girl a bitch. I mean, I know that's possible. I know that's possible.
I do.
But
I would never have said that to a student. But I don't know in that position. You know what I mean? Like in that position, I don't know. Maybe I would have snapped back, but I hope that I wouldn't have because I'm in that position of authority. So now I'm an example for the rest of this class on how to deal with situations like that. Wow.
I love that because the whole video is about basically all teachers who have snapped. Well, one video is not really a clap back, but two videos in the video where teachers were fed up now. So you're saying like I'm hoping that I wouldn't, but it's like shit at fucking 13 years on that ass.
You know how I'm a student teacher. Like. I haven't even started yet.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how these are older teachers that are dealing
seasoned.
with
Yeah.
Absolutely. How long? Or you said in the other videos that one man was attacked more than once.
Oh yeah.
This is a recurring thing.
This is the next video. Thanks for segueing.
Right, so let's very naturally. Oh, and just so you know, so Susie Carmichael, I'll refer to you as your Facebook name. Teaches 10th grade bio.
Wow.
10th grade, bless.
So really, I want to get. So honestly, I would prefer if you went to like the Instagram because that way we could kind of like easily like Skype like Instagram. you in.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if that's a lot because we would actually like to get like
a conversation,
a verbal thing going on.
So we could ask to join, so we could have you join our live.
If you do Bitch Got a Couch, Bitch Got a Couch photo read 2030, either one. Just because we definitely want to get your perspective, especially with the kids that you're teaching.
10th grade.
You know what I mean?
Because that's where a lot. Because right now, like you teach at my daughter's school, which is elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of this starts happening junior high, high school, where teachers, I feel like the heaviness, like there's a lot of things that go into.
You don't have to show your face, girl. You don't have. We just want to get the combo, the voice, the voice.
Oh my god, I can't stand it. Put one of those like Instagram faces on, right? But I think that a lot of the talking back and kids thinking that they're grown and stepping to these teachers happens more in junior high school and more in junior high school and high school.
I think because it's allowed early on.
Because
of what they were getting away with earlier on.
I think so.
Okay, so this is probably the biggest one, right? So Marston Riley, who is a 64-year-old music teacher at Maywood Academy in California, Maywood Academy High School. So this is probably like the biggest story. So the last story, which no one we can't even find information about the lady.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big story for a lot of reasons. So Marston basically was provoked. He was called the N-word numerous times, as well as had a basketball thrown at him. So besides that, he's been teaching at this school for ages.
And he's also been assaulted multiple times.
That's what I wanted to
by
say.
students. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just jump on.
This was not the first time he was attacked.
Not the first time.
Verbally or physically. And so whereas the student didn't physically hit him first, he did throw the basketball at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was one too many niggas, and he...
Was there a threat, or was that a different one? Was he threatened?
The kid was threatening him, and the kid squared up with him to fight him.
Yeah, the audio is a little bit shaky, but whatever you guys heard as it pertains to actual threats, I can't vouch. For me, the area.
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, within the video, but from the students that talked about it in different interviews, they said that the young man that Marston Riley was fighting, squared up with him, was like, yo, what's up? I'll fight you right now.
Okay.
So, I mean, so just so you guys know, is he fired? He's fired right now? Or is he on suspension? Well, he was arrested.
He's still on suspension.
He's on suspension.
He didn't get fired.
But he was arrested.
Yes,
charges have been placed.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a GoFundMe that at this point is at $188,000.
What was his original goal? Like 50?
I think it was for 50 for legal fees.
Yeah.
For legal
Cecilia
fees.
Diaz Jimenez, who was a former colleague, and she also still works in the district. She knows him personally and has witnessed him being verbally and physically attacked multiple times. Hence why she had this major call of action. Kids at that age.
Oh, hey girl, she's in there.
But
hey,
she
Susie,
also.
Yeah, she's there. She's on the Instas now.
Okay, get her in there.
She's in there.
Okay, get her on Brandon.
You wanna pull her up? Yeah,
pull her up.
All right.
I gotta read this. Okay, kids at that age are nuts, rebellious, and going through their changes and are imbalanced little brats. Parents can be hyper defensive and don't allow teachers to discipline their kids. I think that's what do you think about
a big part of it? That's actually a huge part of it. It's like, how much do parents really want the teacher to have that level of authority over your kid? How much do you want teachers to discipline your kid?
I don't really want much.
See, and parents vary.
Because I do my job at home.
Right.
So
that's how a lot of parents feel. So that the teacher doesn't have a place in disciplining children.
I mean, to a certain extent. If my little sweet angel, because she's a sweet angel, is acting very good at home, she's not giving me any inclination that she's acting out at school, maybe cursing, being bad. If she's doing that, I want her to get in trouble at school.
Mm-hmm.
Punish her, cool me up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be saying anything to her crazy till I get there. And then we'll handle it together.
Okay, so I just want to say this real quick, and then I want to get to Susie because she is on the live.
Susie!
She said, say hi, girl, say hi.
Is she hiding?
She is hiding. She's not showing her face.
God.
It's okay.
It's alright.
But I just want to say really quickly, I believe that teachers have a right to be pretty firm with what they say to a kid because you're a child. And at the end of the day, there's a level of respect that a child should have for a teacher. As long as that teacher is doing what they're supposed to do, and if you're a parent, you know that teacher. If you're doing your job as a parent, and now everybody's lives are busy and all that stuff, but we have email, we have FaceTime, we have Snapchat. There's 1,000,001 ways to be able to communicate with who your teacher is and what your teacher's doing. That's a choice you decide to make. Okay. So you should know whether or not, if that's how that teacher is interacting with your kid, and what type of way that teacher would react to your kid and their behavior.
It takes a village. I agree with the taking a village. And like I said before, I'm fine with, my child's teacher reprimanding and punishing her to a certain extent.
Yeah, like I'm not asking you to go ahead, what?
So like the thing with a lot of parents, especially now, a lot of parents don't believe in the village stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
My mom would even talk to me like that. It matters how your mom talks to you. You're in my classroom and your mom is not here. I am the authority figure. And parents don't spread like the message that while you're at school, a teacher is an authority figure that you should respect. What they tell their students is this. What they tell their kids is this. Oh, if somebody talks to you crazy, even if it's the teacher, you respond back disrespectfully.
True. I agree.
You have like parents that don't support you, and then on top of that, and the parents that you never even know if they support you because they either don't answer emails, don't pick up their phone or whatever, and they're not involved. And then on top of that, if parents aren't involved or if parents don't support you, a lot of teachers lack the support from administration support. And so a lot of times administrators just go with what parents say, which is like bullshit, because it's just like, your parent's not there, the administrator's not there, who's there and who is seeing the situation is the teacher, and it's not being trusted by neither the parent or the administrator, so your kid is just fucking lying, and it's just like there's no, the kid is not being held to any accountability.
Wow. That was very passionate and super. I loved every point of that. Say that last part one more time.
I don't remember what I said. I don't remember but like the students are not being held accountable for the actions that they do because parents nor administrators are holding them accountable. So
I agree. I think a lot of it boils down to how much the parents are willing to invest in their child's education. Mm-hmm. How much do the parents care enough to ask these questions, to reach out to teachers who obviously really care, but like unless you make that connection, unless you start that relationship, then you don't know who this person is. You don't know how many hours your child is spending with this person. Like you don't know anything about them, and that's on the individual parent. Care enough about your child's education to reach out and talk to those teachers.
Especially if your kid's gonna be in an after-school program, like you know what I mean. Your kid's gonna be with these people, 45 hours a week, like a full work day and an hour and a half after school as well. Like you got those people are influencing your kid. They have a large impact on what you do, on what your kid does.
You know the person that is spending that much time.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that Susie said, I'm sorry, girl, I just want to call you your real name, but
she just wants to be Susie.
I don't know because she does have a job. People gotta protect their jobs. You said what?
I'm obsessed with her. Anyone that's your friend, I'm like obsessed with that.
First of all, actually give me a quick segue, y'all. Remember the video where we had to change the title on YouTube?
Susie?
That's her. That's her.
Okay, Iyama.
Yes.
Co-written by Susie. First of all, I'm obsessed with her. I love your opinion because I think that I see it. I've been predominantly a stay-at-home mom majority of my daughter's life, and I see the amount, and I don't fault a lot of the parents that have to work, but I think that besides being like a working parent, there's like we make time for the things that we want to make time for, right? So there's more that kids can do. You can't be the party mom, you can't be the chaperone mom at this, but you can most definitely figure out who the hell your child's teacher is.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
That's the easy thing. Like, but I mean, I feel like, oh, what was I saying? What you said about administrators supporting teachers. Like, I mean, I feel like administrators and parents have to support teachers. And I think I said it before. We've talked about kids being treated as like humans and individuals. We have to hold them accountable like humans and individuals and show them that there are repercussions to your actions.
And we're going to give them that authority to speak and stand up for themselves anyway. They're going to have their ramifications.
The ramifications. Like,
I agree 100%.
Cause and effect.
It's responsible speaking.
And I have like an example of that, like that literally just happened maybe like in early November. So pretty much like I'm a cafeteria and like, you know, all you're doing is standing in there watching kids eat. Like that's all stuff you're doing. I'm in there and me and a couple other teachers, and we're just in there, and these kids are just being extremely obnoxious, like throwing food and being loud and all that kind of stuff. So before we write them up to this lunch, you know, and it's just like kids are going to act like however they want, but you have to have some kind of sense even at lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So like before you write your kid up, you're supposed to do an action beforehand. So like our action beforehand, he did have to separate them.
Wait. You said that the last thing we heard was that. Wait, the last thing we heard was the action beforehand. Sorry.
The action beforehand, we warned them, then we moved their table. And if they continue to act up, then we're going to write them up, do an action before a write up. Like that's literally at my school, that's what it is. Unless it's something serious, like you're hitting somebody, you do an action before. So we moved their seat. Long story short, the kids, like the 2-3 kids go home and about us moving their seats. And then the parents called the vice principal, will tell the teachers, oh, well, they're good kids. Principal, don't be in that bitch. She don't be in a fucking lunchroom. She doesn't see what the fuck they doing. And so it's just like, she's like, oh, well, they're good kids. I'm just going to switch them back or whatever. She was like, if they
Break it up, girl. Break it up.
too many people up in my classroom, especially since I'm on tenure, I could be criticized for writing too many students up or something like that. Could be on my evaluation that I don't have any classroom management or that I don't have any control over students. All if I continuously write everything that I see up. So you're with the right minister, quote unquote, just because the parents said they're a good kid and that their son would never do that. And it's just like, your son would do that because 5 teachers already fucking told you that they do that.
Okay.
It's like, it's a lot of bullshit that happens that if we don't have the support that we need as teachers, that we have our other teachers. Okay. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No. I think basically, I really appreciate your point of view, because I think there is, besides the parent element, I think there is a big disconnect as it pertains to the administration supporting the teachers. Like the parents are always going to support their kid. You know, besides you get that one kid who's like, do what you want to do with them. They bad. You know, but it's like for the most part, everyone believes that their kid is an angel. Right? My kid is an angel.
But wait, no, I hate that concept. I hate that concept so much because we all went to school. And we know at times, even if we were the best of students, that we were pieces of shit. Okay, so I don't like that. Kids are kids.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't like this fact where parents are like, yes, I appreciate that.
We got a teacher on the couch. Say, clean that up.
But like the reality is, we know that there are a lot of people, and sometimes including us, even if we did get really good grades and we were focused in class and a reliable student, sometimes we did stuff that we're not proud of or that wasn't great. Like, so even if your kid is 95% of the time good, sometimes 5% of the the time they do something bad.
But on the other hand of that, as a good teacher, you would know. You would know that that kid 95% of the time is a good person, and they have a bad day, and they have 5 shitty days in a row. But it doesn't matter because you know that kid. You
At the
took
core.
time to get to know that kid and their parent and support them like that.
Well, that goes to what Outlaw is saying, that teachers should be able to build a relationship with the kid. Reason being back
to the parents,
not supporting the teachers, letting their child know that that's an authority for the 45 hours a week.
Exactly.
And really nice. And I was going to read this. My sister Tamika wrote. That was one of the reasons I love teaching. Bad administration that didn't back up teachers. Like, I am not going to get assaulted by your child and not knock the shit out of them. Excuse my language. I'm just not.
The last video is what blew me away.
Okay, so let's bring. You are the
My
Will you let it because you're saying you would hit somebody back if they hit you.
And that was Marston.
But this last lady, she
looked
her composure the whole time. She got punched in the face and hardly reacted.
Okay, so to bring it down to the last video, again with the amazing segues per Monica, Miss Monica. The last video, this woman's name is not listed, or the child, obviously, for protecting the child's safety, but it was in Frederick Douglass High School in Baltimore, and it was a video of this. I think she's older than Marston. Black don't crack, but she.
She's lived.
Her age was not listed anywhere.
Nowhere. She's an experienced
watch
teacher.
Watch the video.
Experienced.
If Marston's 64, he looked good, he exercised. She had to be about hitting 70, okay? And she took a punch in the face that was so hard. You felt that.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
She's doing the crying. Here's the thing that, I said in the video, I said, if you don't hear what we're saying now, feel this, because this, student was, okay. I had to pull my Yama and Oprah together because I almost said some shit. The student was like really revved up, like ready to fight. You could tell she was bouncing all around, and she's just like, don't be talking back to me, don't be talking slick to me. And cold punched her so hard in the side of her head. It was,
What's astounding is after she barely reacts. She's
hardly reacted.
But can I tell you what Our Lady said in Baltimore? She says, but I wasn't talking. She said I was talking back to her. I wasn't talking back to her. First of all, I was like, she's way too confident. She's way too.
That's not how I would react to someone
at all. Not even slightly.
No.
Parents know when their kids are bad little fuckers, and that's true. That's very true. I think you know your kid. Like, there's no way if your kid's lighting fires in the backyard, throwing rocks at the neighbors, breaking windows, and they go to school, and the school's complaining about them. There's no way in hell you're gonna not back that up. Like, your kids. First of all, it's something you're doing too, or not doing. So. Whatever. It's alright. Hopefully your live is.
It's doing something. It's all boom. It's all boom. I don't know.
I'm talking about computer with your vibes.
Wait. So that last video made me so mad. So did the school release any statement why the child wasn't suspended?
Okay. So the child was not. I was reading up on it again earlier before for updates. The child wasn't suspended, but at that immediate time, she was to return to school the next day. But they did say that after looking at the video, all the media speculation is what they really said, and the outcry, I'm sure, for Our Lady, they said that disciplinary action was going to be against the child according to, the school, the public school district.
But it wasn't immediate.
Exactly.
She went back to school the next day to punch somebody else in the face.
Another teacher in the face.
But I feel like so much is important in those crucial moments, and I think people who have children will agree with me, is that in that moment, when somebody does something like that, they need to be corrected. Like they need to be held accountable within that instance happening. You can't give somebody 12 hours, 24 hours to mull it over and let them feel about it and feel like they even kind of got away with it.
Yeah.
Like without the lesson instantly being hammered in, I feel like the opportunity is absolutely 100% missed.
Yeah. That video definitely was
shocking.
Just the realest of the three. You know, like the first one's kind of like shows you one end of the spectrum, like, you know, a verbal clap back. You know, the second one, Marston standing up for himself after being attacked numerous times, and then the last one where a helpless, you know, elderly woman is socked so hard in her face by somebody's child. You know, and that's just disgusting. It's actually disgusting to me. Your phone is stupid.
My phone is
because you know you can't be adding nobody. Thank you so much, Susie, for coming in.
Right, but my phone was not having it.
It did not like. All right, stop pressing the buttons.
It's just done. It's done.
Oh, the live, but it's not even supposed to live.
Is it? I don't know, y'all. But the live is here, okay? So
okay.
We've been here.
We're here.
I just want to really say some more stuff really quickly. The fact that you know, as people. Okay, slow down. Let me back up.
No, I want us to do our interview portion. Do you have the text? Did I send you? Since your phone's off now.
Oh yeah, I do actually.
Say what you want to say, then I want to talk to Monica about.
I just feel like, as a teacher, you deal with so much from.
Did you show me the question?
I think I showed her the first two. I didn't show her the last one. I didn't show her the last one. Relax.
Wild card. Now I'm nervous.
But you know, people expect teachers to be so much to kids, you know what I mean? And obviously this doesn't speak for everybody. There are plenty of very good parents and all that good, no. But you expect teachers to be, you know, the parent, the disciplinarian, sometimes the provider if you don't send them the money send them to school with lunch money. You know, teachers take on all of these roles on top of the fact that, you know, now every day you're risking your life to go to a school that might get shot up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something that...
real fear that shouldn't be the case.
A very, very real fear. That somebody's just going to be sick and done with the day and decide that... Or somebody's ex is going to come shoot up your school because it's happened. Somebody's kid has shot... All of these things have happened in schools. And yet people want the teacher that's getting paid $25,000 a year, $30,000 a year to buy school supplies for their kids.
I think you've been preaching it up real good.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand.
Amen.
I don't understand. Y'all got these kids and you want your teachers to raise them. Like I just don't understand.
But then don't back them.
And then you don't back them.
But then don't support them.
I think that was my biggest takeaway. Like then what are you gonna do now? Like now I'm going to look into my district and see how they handle situations like this, how they should or will handle situations like this.
I want to read this comment because I think it's really good. She should have had charges brought against her and mandatory therapy and behavior program.
I agree.
100%.
No, I agree. That's a problem and that's facing it head on and that's fixing it. I agree completely.
Yeah. Immediately. Like juvenile hall. Detention. Because my thing is, like I said in the video, was that them not doing anything now, that brings this child. You're supposed to bring the questions up on your time.
Oh, girl.
Come on, pull that. What the phone are you doing?
Well, don't.
First of all. The thing is, when kids aren't taught lessons, that makes them grow up to be teenagers, adults that don't think that there's any, you know, what's that damn
repercussions.
Repercussions for their actions. Mm-hmm. So like she just punched this lady in the face and nothing happened, but when she's 18 and goes to punch someone in the face, a teacher in the face, a college professor in the face, she's going to jail. She's going straight to fucking jail.
What's HIV? I don't know. I gotta add that HIV is
harassment, intimidation, and bullying.
Oh,
it's a policy in school.
But it's enforced in schools to protect students, not adults. Correct. That's absolutely crazy. And I just want to read this one more comment. Right, and that woman will have a hard time trying to get those kids respect after a situation like that with no repercussions. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You know, and how are you not protecting your teacher who's getting assaulted? You know what I mean? And teachers are dealing with so much personal information as well, like kids who are going through abuse and being mistreated at home and going through all of these situations.
It's a weight.
Wow. Do you remember the questions? That's all I need to ask. Oh my God, that's my brother. Hey, Miki.
No, I gotta go out of my life.
Your love was over anyway. Your love was done.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till my live. The biggest misconception about being a teacher.
Oh wow, the biggest one. I don't know if it's the biggest one, but the one that gets me the most is like hours. You know, like teachers. You go into school at 8 a.m. You come home at 3. Those are not the only hours that you're working though. Like you either take all that work home, or if you try to do it all during school, you, like you said, you carry that emotional baggage with you. You have all that extra stuff of taking care of these kids. Because I mean, I would hope that that's how teachers would feel, you know, to love kids enough. But it's never. I think that's the misconception, that your job is from 7 in the morning to 3.
Oh,
no. Bitch.
I'm coming back. Sorry, guys. This happens when you don't charge it. When you don't charge the charge, okay?
That means my live is not going to get posted there when the phone dies.
Really?
This is some bullshit.
Just the whole thing.
This is the last time, Brandon, I'm going to be unprepared for this live.
That's not true. Let me let y'all tell you. Let y'all know right now. That's not true.
I was unprepared for this. My phone was on 25%. I was like, it'll get us through. Give us, please. Okay, so what's this? First of all, I think that's very, very good because, you know, summer's off, the whole thing as it pertains to time. I think that there's a big misconception there as it pertains to what goes into the actual time.
The work
Let's think about if you're throwing a party or you're doing something special, some type of learning thing. That one?
Yeah, because it's
no, this one's not even charging though.
But it's still live though.
It's
still
4%.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna die though.
It's gonna die real soon.
Trust my computer. Anyway, this is so ghetto.
The struggles.
You made this so ghetto.
I'd be at work like 2+ hours past the end of the workday.
And that is the case with, I have a teacher that goes in at 6 o'clock in the morning. School doesn't start till like 8:30. You know what I mean? Like sits there and then stays late past school, and they don't get paid for those hours. That's your choice to come in early and stay later.
Well, I think that what you're saying is that you have to. Like
to do a good job.
To do a good job,
absolutely.
You have to put those hours in.
Exactly. But
or you could just go home and grade kids' stuff while drunk. Then
you
you drink a glass of wine.
You can play movies and give worksheets and not give a fuck about those.
Which a lot of teachers do.
But you know what I mean?
It's another day of Bill Nye the Science Guy. The hardest thing about being a teacher. The hardest thing about being a teacher. I had to repeat it, you know.
The hardest thing about being a teacher. Feeling like you can't do enough. I think I have a hard time drawing the line. I think a good friend of mine recently just told me, like, you should just draw the line. Don't care that much. Not in a mean way, but I was destroying me to feel like I wasn't doing enough for my kids. But it's like, one, I'm a student teacher. You know what I mean? Like, I need to realize that. But also, like, you can't do everything. The kids have to want to accept your help. They have to be invested in their own education for you to be able to help them as much as you want to, you know? And I have a hard time accepting that. I think that's a hard thing for... What is that?
No, I'm not sure.
I'm sorry.
It's the ghetto couch.
I think that's
Bitch got the ghetto couch. With our first guest, bitch got the ghetto couch.
We actually had 2 guests today. We had a video call.
Oh my god! We did! Susie! Dealing with dumbass parents. Okay. Word. Alright, this is the last big question. We'll wrap this up before nothing else dies.
Knowing all that you know teachers deal with, financial responsibilities, emotional weights from children and families, and whatever else, what gets you up every day to show up and teach?
Oh my god, are you gonna cry? Shit!
Because there's this little boy, and sometimes he says, "Miss, you look beautiful today." And there's another kid that says, "Hey, I really loved our writing lesson today." And just small things like that make it so worth it. You're like, wow. Thank you. I do feel beautiful today. But thank you. Like, I put a lot of fucking effort into this writing lesson that you actually took the time to to internalize and be like, yeah, I could write like this. Like, that is amazing to me that you are 10 years old and you think that there is more to learn.
Wow.
You know, like, that is the most rewarding thing. That is the only reason why I get up and do this shit that I don't get paid for.
Have you reached a point in doing this where you thought, I'm done with these kids, I'm not doing this?
1,000 times. I feel like even in the car ride this morning, until I get there and I see them, I'm like, I don't fucking want to do this anymore. It's so hard. It's exhausting. It's mentally draining. It's physically exhausting and I'm not getting paid for any of it, but people who are getting paid for it and doing 50 times more than that are still not getting paid enough for what they're doing. And that doesn't feel fair. But you don't go into teaching thinking that you're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You go into teaching because you want to do something with these kids. You know what I mean?
Aww.
And that was
Get this fucking thing out of the
pretty
screen.
concise. It's not even in the
I want to see
screen.
Susie said anything.
Yeah, me too. That's why I love
She's, I love my baby.
First of all, I love that. Oh my god, she said not all heroes wear capes. You're amazing.
Oh my god.
Well, that's to you too, Susie. I just feel weird calling her Susie now because I know that's not her own name.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
She got a job, y'all. She got to keep her job.
Yes,
okay?
yes. But no, seriously, I think that, you know, what Chrissy said is right. Like, not all superheroes wear capes. And I think teachers are one of the most, oh my God, unrecognized heroes. I don't think that they're supported enough. I don't think that they're praised enough. You know, like, people get so pissed off, me included, when teachers have to have that, like, teachers convention. And I'm like, they're just fucking partying.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking
Me too, though.
I gotta fucking be there. They fucking party in Maryland City. But I think that they definitely deserve more. And I think at a minimum, besides the administration support, definitely support from parents. For sure.
I was like, I just said thanks. I'm not trying to get fired. We got this Susie. I did it too. I really was trying to do it. I did. But hopefully I mumbled it enough that it wasn't.
You said it in my over here.
Look, so thank you for all the amazing teachers. Oh,
Right.
for real. I would say from kindergarten to absolutely through college, I've had multiple teachers who have completely impacted me. Miss Armour, Miss Kern, Miss Colombo, Miss Inman, Miss Hannon, Miss McGinnis. You know, teachers that I didn't even get taught by.
Don't hurt it.
Nigga. No, you good, girl. Nobody heard me say it.
No, but I agree with you. I only had one bad teacher who, I'm not sure what her life was like, but I know that she was like a movie star before she was a teacher. She was like on I Love Lucy, but got into some sort of like fire where her face got burned. I don't know if she was lying.
I'm sorry. I wasn't need to be in this camera, please. What?
But she was like very, very mean. Like I remember like.
Wait, did she tell y'all that story?
Yes.
Or did y'all like make that story
No.
up? I just gotta ask. I just had to know.
She told us that. Look, if you got kids make
this
fucking second grade, like where she was a movie star.
She was like, I love Austin. Look at that, y'all. I can't.
But no, besides that, I've had amazing teachers.
The teachers.
That you know, even if there was like a couple like and ones, the amazing ones kind of just like washed it out. And I think that there's a lot of great ones out there that are still making impacts in people's lives and children's lives every day. And I think that my sister, she has like her English teacher from 7th grade and the guidance counselor that she still talks with them and has a relationship with them today. You know, so it's beautiful. You know, like because like it was a cute like sistership as they were trying to like help her in the teacher realm. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna be there for you. Like, if your mom or your grandma can't take you to these after school things, we're gonna come and get you. But then now it's a woman thing. You're out of the school district. I can now be there for you as a woman in a different way, and it's very mutual. You know,
it's more adults.
It's very beautiful, and I think that again, we need to support our teachers, starting from the administration, because parents, I guess, can do whatever, but like if your own support system doesn't support you,
what are you gonna do?
That's some fucked up.
If I can at least say, you can say whatever you want, but I'm gonna go to the principal and he's gonna back me. What good is my word?
What good is
your parents are probably gonna back you because that's what happens.
What Susie was saying about like how the principal came in and undermined her and was like, they're good kids, the parents called. Like, that is and believe us. Yes. Believe first and foremost. Definitely believe teachers. I think they're the ones who they gain nothing from lying on a student. Like I just want this little motherfucker to be better.
Right? To get in trouble at home.
Yeah, it's like.
I just also want to say really quickly that in my experience, not that I do not believe in tenure, because I do believe in tenure. I just have found that the teachers that I've found to be most problematic are teachers that are like that have tenure and the students aren't being listened to and the staff isn't being listened to. Like I feel like we all been at a school and like as teachers, people who are teachers, you all know the teacher that really just doesn't care about the job that much.
There's definitely like a protective cloak around being tenured, but also them not giving a fuck about what they do then because they're not held accountable.
Yeah. So I think like now I know this is in defense of teachers, but like I also know a lot of tenured teachers who really bust their ass and continue to do the damn thing. But I also want to also throw that double side to the other coin out there because I don't want to not mention it. Are we done, guys? Is that it? Well, thank you for watching.
Thank you guys for having me.
I want to end this so I can post the shit.
Oh no, we're good. It's still there. We did go. We thought it's so sorry. Just a quick update. We thought we had lost one of our lives, but we were streaming the whole time. We had no idea. But tune in tomorrow.
And then my phone just turned on. We're about to get some goodbye music.
Oh, some goodbye music.
Yes. Tomorrow. Oh wait. First of all, thank you, Monica.
Oh my God! Stop. Thank you guys.
Oh, what's up?
Love. That's so honored.
I just avoided so much. I wanted so much side boob in the side. I was like, oh, I'm a gentleman. Oh.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
For broadening our conversation because. I
Thank
mean,
you
we're not
for
teachers.
I thank you guys for talking about something like this that's so relevant and important.
Of course.
We chose that.
We chose that shit.
Yeah, that's
that
awesome.
shit was really good.
Really awesome.
Alright, but guys, tune in tomorrow. First of all, follow Brandon.
Follow me, Frodo Reed 2030, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, not Facebook, Twitter, internet.
Follow me at Queen Mummy on Instagram and follow me on Instagram also at Bitch Got a Couch. And I guess, that's...
No, go to YouTube. Subscribe. Follow, subscribe.
That's me, and that's Brandon. It's Brandon Time, and it's Brandon Time Live.
Thank you everybody for coming and watching. Susie, thank you for being a part of the conversation.
Thank you so much,
Tamika, thank you for your input. Everybody, thank you so much. Hopefully you'll come join in tomorrow where we talk about Dwight Howard.
We doing it.
Because I want to have all the information that I need to have before I come have this conversation. Because there's some things we need to talk about, y'all. That's all I'm saying. We need to talk about it.
We'll put an update because we might even need to push that to Wednesday just to get some more.
Wednesday? We'll see, because you know how the little...
Oh, no, Wednesday I can't do Wednesday. So we got to pull it together for Tuesday.
So Tuesday,
we got to pull it together.
Tomorrow night,
same time.
10
o'clock.
10.
We're talking about Dwight Howard and any other male that we feel like talking about who's involved in
I'm not going to be doing no liable. I'm going to be... But if you got arrested with a tranny in your car, you may be talked about. I'm sorry. Is that not the correct term? Is it
bye, guys.
Transgender, transsexual?
Brendan.
Huh? No, will somebody please correct me real quick?
Transsexual.
I said trans, and
I made that up. I don't know.
I know because I said I know that that's not the appropriate term, so I don't want to be appropriate.
Bye guys. Say bye to Monica.
Bye. Say bye everybody. Thank you for watching. Well, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you so much. First of all, Christy, thank you so much, and you too, Anthony, for always being amazing in the live. Amazing.
Wait, is Christy Christian?
Christina?
Who's Christina?
She's one of my best friends.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen her in the comments before.
Yes.
Yeah, she was here last time.
Yes,
right?
She said she's in on with her and her husband.
Oh, okay. Hey girl, hey. She always has the good comments.
She always in with the comments.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. You might not be able to tell. It might just look like a really good sheen, but I am actually sweating right now.
I was gonna put the air on, but I didn't want to get up in the middle of the live.
No, it's good because for the sound,
the sound of when the big right? I'm gonna put the air on now.
link is in the bio.
I
Check me out on Facebook. You got me on Facebook. It'll be on my Facebook.